writing the script, we were very much thinking about the theme of like death. Like death was the main sort of theme of the film, and how people deal with death. And we originally had like 3 different short stories, and the one we liked the most was like what if your body's sort of tossed in a bin like when you die, and that developed into what if your body's recycled when you die.
Yeah.
What happens if you don't want your body recycled when you die, and
you wanted to make, well, basically it's like a good idea to like recycle dead bodies, but make a kind of utopian future in a dystopian future because of misunderstanding with our main character.
Yeah, like we had like a really good crew, and we wouldn't have known those people had we not like been here like and had the chance to sort of meet them and work alongside them. So it's the people that we be and the equipment, like just, it gives you that platform to go and make stuff like Morris or the other films that we're pushing.
So what's your guys' plan going out in the future?
Just keep making films.
Any girl that's just came from a small Scottish town, I guess, pretty much. And then it's to do with the sort of people that you meet and the frustration that you can feel from feeling like you can't go places and that you don't have any ambition, really.
Small Venture is just a story about a boy going on an adventure. It's just a childish imagination and how that can lead to a fun day out.
It's about Lara and her journey through her mind. She tries to undo her mistake, which was killing her girlfriend, which you see at the beginning. So the whole film is her going back and trying to undo that, and at the same time telling the audience why she's done that in the first place.
I'm the writer, director and producer and cinematographer of the period drama The Dark Box, and it's a story about an unhappily married woman who pursues photography to escape from her abusive relationship. I'm surprised to be making this division between male and female directors. I didn't feel disrespected in any way at all. It's about keeping people in line and getting the show to me.
Yeah.
So I didn't see this division at all. It's more about your personality rather than your gender.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. As long as you know exactly what it is that you're going for, then like it doesn't make a difference. So like you do have to have a strong personality, but you just need to know what it is that you want, because if you don't, that's when it just becomes weak and you end up not getting what you need out of it. So
I think as well you need to be a motivator to motivate
Yeah.
other people, because if you've got an idea, you've got to convince other people that your idea is good and that they would want to work on it, and you've got to make them love your idea as much as you do, and that's when it comes to life, and that's when you get a film at the end of it.
All the stuff I've done before has been very experimental and kind of abstract, and that's the side of film I'm more interested in exploring, because I just think as a student it's fun to kind of explore all the different things you can do with film that you can't do with like other mediums. So with this one I had that as a sort of basis, but I wanted a narrative to drive it. So it's got a narrative, and all these kind of experimental and surreal elements come from that and are driven by that, instead of just, oh, that's an interesting shot, let's use that for the sake of it. So it's trying to marry those two things together, like experimental and the narrative.
I think I'm pretty chuffed for every one of us. I think we stand a pretty good chance to evolve in the industry. I mean, the film, we only decided in the second trimester to really go ahead with the shoot. So I'm very happy with how we did it. There was a lot of heavy post-production going on, but in general, I think it steps up to the standards of the course. We built a 10-feet box in our garden, pretty much trying to enable us to get a low-angle shot of the character. And it seems it's a little taste of what it can be like, building an entire setup for just 2 shots. But it helped transmission into the darkness of this well, which then was shot in Bungie's Labyrinth, which is quite a grothy, kind of wet-looking, horrible place, which was pretty much just trying to have this character in there. The only illumination of light was with his telephone, and trying to make it as tense as possible. What happens afterwards, I think we really want to leave the spectator thinking there could be anything, as Hello Kevin suggests.
I was really pleased to see them all up on the big screen. I've watched them quite a few times now in terms of assessment, so it's lovely to see them when they should be viewed.
Were there any particular standout films for you?
I don't know that I can answer that. We're still assessing, so I can't show any preferences or any favourites, but I think that in general the overall standard I think has been really high. So
The standard of all 7 were exceptionally high. I thought it was a very brave decision to do a documentary in among the 6 small feature films. Subject matter very difficult, but she made it very light-hearted. So I take my hat off to the documentary filmmaker. Morris, I was in tears of laughter. I didn't think the subject matter was going to create something wonderful, but I thought that was exceptionally funny. Actors were very good on that one. A little bit biased, having a small walk-in role on Isla, which I was very small walk-in role on that one as the lycra-clad cyclist. So I really enjoyed that one. Cinematography was very good. I thought overall the variation in camera techniques shows the high level that Napier tutors are actually teaching. I think anybody professional who's sitting watching those will be looking at some stars in the future there, without a doubt. Particularly on the camera work was very good. Very difficult to condense something into 10 or 11 minutes and get a story behind it. So no, I was extremely impressed with that.
A bias in your head that it's a student film, so it's not going to be that good.
Yeah, I guess everyone always kind of thinks that, like, a little bit, just like some students, but it's not always the same. You get really, really good student films, and just after seeing all them, it's just like really high hopes for the course and everything.